7:16 now, and a plan that could reduce the state's hurricane flood risk in 50 years will be presented to Southwest Louisiana residents tomorrow for consideration. Joining me this morning to talk about that public meeting is Bryn Haas, the Executive Director of the Louisiana Coastal Protection and Restoration Authority. Mr. Haas, thanks for joining us, and tell us about this meeting tomorrow.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for having us. We appreciate you helping us get the word out. So Louisiana has a coastal master plan, a plan for sustainable coastal Louisiana that's designed to help restore both our coastal ecosystems, but also to help reduce risk to our citizens from hurricanes and tropical storms. And so that plan has been updated. We update it every 6 years. Part of the process of updating that plan is to present it to the public, make sure the public is understanding what our proposals are, what our plans are in the future, and certainly to receive feedback on that plan.
Very good.
It's a
That
plan
takes place
for our citizens, for the people that live along the coast.
All right, that takes place tomorrow at Burton Coliseum Complex. Open house from 3:30 to 5:30 in the afternoon, where you'll be able to review all of the materials. Bryn, why is it a good idea to have public input on this? Do you sometimes get some good ideas on that?
Absolutely, we sure do. The plan is really developed in real close coordination with many coastal stakeholders. And without the input and the ideas of the folks that live along the coast, that are living and breathing this every day, certainly the folks that are most impacted by hurricanes, as the southwestern portion of the state has been over the last several years, that input and that local knowledge really helps drive the plan, helps make it stronger, and ultimately helps make it a plan that is not just for the people, but is developed by the people of the state.
Sure. Will we see some immediate benefits from this plan, or is that something that we're investing in for the next 50 years?
Oh, absolutely. We'll see some immediate benefits. We have been seeing benefits really for the last 15 or 20 years or so. We've secured about $20 billion for coastal restoration and risk reduction in coastal Louisiana. We've restored about 60,000 acres of our coastal wetlands. Much of that has been in the Cameron, Vermilion, Calcasieu Parish region. Barrier islands and shorelines, about 60 miles of those have been restored over the last, again, 12 or 15 years, and we've secured funds to restore or build or improve about 300 linear miles of levees across the coast.
Bryn, why is it important to make sure that our coastal wetlands are secure? That's our protection, isn't it?
It really is. It really is. And there's nowhere in the state that's more true than, of course, in the southwestern portion of the state. That barrier shoreline, the barrier islands, our coastal wetlands, ridges, the cheniers, and so forth really are the first lines of defense for our communities as a tropical storm or hurricane is approaching our coast. That takes the brunt of the force from those storms. It can really help knock down storm surge and reduce the impacts to our communities that are further inland.
All right, very good. Let's go over the information once again for the public. It's tomorrow out at Burton Coliseum from 3:30 until 5:30. You'll be able to go out there and be able to review the documents, and then that meeting gets underway right afterwards, right?
It does. We'll have a lot of folks there. If you have questions about anything related to the coastal program, obviously our master plan or our annual plan, we will be there. Happy to have those discussions with folks, answer any questions they may have, and then we'll get into to presentations at 5:30, as you said.
All right. Thanks a lot for joining us. We appreciate it.